Good noon, everyone. I am Dr. K. M. Khalkar, Department of Botany, KTHM College, Nasik. Student, today we discuss the botany paper first, taxonomy of angiosperm and plant ecology, from which we start the next one chapter, that is the study of plant family. So friend, we all know about the angiosperm taxonomy. Angio and sperm, the plant in which seeds are enclosed within ovary wall known as angiosperm, and taxonomy, that is the identification, nomenclature and classification of the plant. So here we study the taxonomy of the plant in which seeds are enclosed within ovary wall. Friend, in this chapter, system of, we will say, classifications, natural system of classification made by Bentham and Hooker in a way like as a division, class, subclass, series, order and family. In the last lecture, we have completed the natural system of plant classification. Before that, artificial system of plant classification, as well as a phylogenetic system of plant classification. And today we start the next one, that is the study of plant family. The first one, family, with reference to our syllabus, that is the family Anonaceae. Here we study the family Anonaceae with reference to systematic position, saline feature, floral formula, floral diagram and economic importance of the family with different examples. Friend, we all know that every plants are having every plants there is need to classify by Bentham and Hooker's system of plant classifications. The learning objective of this plant family, that student will able to draw floral diagram, floral formula. Student will able to describe the distinguishing characters of the family Anonaceae. Student will able to classify the family Anonaceae, and student will able to give economic importance of the family Anonaceae are the learning objective of today's lecture. Then the here we will consider the first one point related to the family Anonaceae is the systematic position. With reference to Bentham and Hooker, the family Anonaceae classify under the division, that is the phanerogames. Yes, phanerogames, simply we will say a flowering plants. We know that is the plant kingdom divided into two divisions. The first one is the phanerogames, second one is the cryptogames. Phanerogames, that is the flowering plants, and the cryptogames, that are the non-flowering plants. All angiosperms classify under the division phanerogames. The subdivision of the phanerogames is the angiosperm, and we all know about the characteristic of the angiosperm. The plants in which ovules are enclosed within ovary wall classify under the subdivision angiosperm. Then the subdivision angiosperm, the class is the dicotyledon. Yes, we know the characteristic of the dicotyledon. Simply seeds with two cotyledon, leaves with reticulate venation, and the taproot system are the characteristics of the class dicotyledon. Then this dicotyledon are having subclass polypetally, means petals are free. We all know that the petals, an important whorl of the flower, if they are free, simply we will say polypetally. Then the polypetally having a series thalamiflory. Thalamiflory, a plants having flower with dome or conical shaped thalamus and the ovary is superior. Yes, a thalamus, a conical shaped or dome shaped thalamus is present at the base of whorl of the flower. Such a plant, such a flower are classified under the series Thalamiflory, in which the ovary is superior. Ovary is superior, the flower is hypogynous. Flower is hypogynous means the all floral whorls arrange below the ovary. Like as a calyx, like as a corolla, like as stamens, they are originated from below the ovary, known as hypogynous flower, and in such cases the ovary is superior and all such a superior ovary is present in the series Thalamiflory. Then the next one, that is the order. Here the family Anonaceae classify under the order Ranels, and the characteristic of the Ranels are like as a flowers with spirally arranged part. Yes, the floral whorls, they are spirally arranged. Numerous stamens are present there, and Apocarpus gynoecium is there in the ranels. So friend, generally we know that there are two types of the gynoecium. One is the syncarpus condition, second one is the apocarpus condition. But here are the ranels, the plants which shows the apocarpus gynoecium. Apo means free. Carpus, that is the carpels. Carpels are free, we will say apocarpus condition is there. And if the carpels are united, we will say the syncarpus condition is here. But in the order ranels, the gynoecium is of apocarpus conditions. The carpels are free here, and because of why the formations of the fruit is the etiario of berries, a fleshy fruit, and that are formed is the etiario of berries. Fruitlets are formed there, and that is also one of the important characteristic of the family Anonaceae. So the family Anonaceae, a best example is the custard apple. Yes, a custard apple, we will say there, Annona squamosa generally say, or we will say, second example, Annona rhamnosa, ramphal is there, or it may be of, we will say, Polyalthea longifolia, Ashok is also there. There are so many plants, few are ornamental, few are, we will say, obtained a edible fruit is there. So that plants classify, or they are under the family Anonaceae, that we will say in which the leaves are simple, alternate leaves are there, flowers with 3 sepals and 6 petals are there. Then the type of the fruit, fleshy fruits are there, and that are etiario of berries type of the fruit is there. Then we will see the next one. Here we will see a type of the fruit known as the etiario of berries. That is the characteristic of the family Anonaceae is there. This one is the best example, like as the Ananas squamosa in Marathi we know, that is the sitafal is there. And because of why the apocarpus condition of the gynoecium, fruitlets are formed there. We all know this one is an important edible fruit. Sitafal is there, and that is the etiario of berries type of the fruit form under in this family, that is the Anonaceae is there. Then we will see one of the point related to this family, that is the general characteristics of the family. So friend, this family Anonaceae is the large family, and there are about 130 genera and 2300 species are there, and distributed in tropical parts of the world. And out of this 130, 25 genera presents in our country, and about 200 species are found in India or reported in India. Then we will say the Next one points related to the systematic position, that is the habit of this plant. What type of the habit of the plant classified under the family Anonaceae? Usually aromatic tree or shrub, or rarely we will say the liana type, liana like we will say woody climbers are present under this family Anonaceae are there. We will say, like as the examples, species of Annona, species of Oxymitra, species of Atrabotris is a hook climber. The bark, we will say, leaves and the floral parts contain essential oil duct. That is also one of the important things of this family Annonaceae. In bark, we will say in leaves or the floral parts, or in case of the leaves, floral parts and the bark contain an essential oil. Ducts are present there. That is the one of the important things of this family Annonaceae. We all know in case of the dicotyledon, the roots are, we will say, a taproot systems are present there. Then the next one characteristic of this, we will simply say this one is the habit of the plant is there. Then there is the calyx and the corolla are there. The fruit is there. The gynoecium, which will be enlarged, which will be shown here. Simply that is, we will say, about the plant is there. Then we will say the next one points related to this general characteristic are the we will say the stem is there. The stem is aerial, erect or rarely climbing, woody, branched, hard, solid, cylindrical, bark with oil duct, and the lenticels are present there. Yes, you know, all know about the aerial, erect, rarely climbing also there. They are woody, they are branched, they are hard, solid, cylindrical, and bark with oil duct are type of stem presents in this family Annonaceae. Then the characteristic of the leaves are simple. There are two types of the leaves, simple leaves, compound leaves, but here in Annonaceae, all plants, there are the simple leaf, the phyllotaxy, there is the alternate phyllotaxy is there. Okay, we know there are the three type of the phyllotaxy, alternate, opposite and whorled. And out of the three, generally, majority of the plants, they are alternate phyllotaxy. Then absence of stipules towards the leaves, and so generally simply say exstipulate is there. Petiolate means there is the presence of petiole. Apex acute of the leaves are there. The leaf, we will say, apex of the leaves is acute, in some cases obtuse also. The shape of the leaves, if they are ovate or obovate or lanceolate or coriaceous, glabrous, unicostate reticulate venation is there, gland dotted and aromatic leaves are there. So these are the characteristic of the leaves of the family Annonaceae. Then the next one is the floral characteristic of the family Annonaceae. What type of the floral characters are present in the family Annonaceae? Friend, the inflorescence which play an important role in classification, in identification, in nomenclature of the plant. Simply we will say in taxonomy of the plant is there. And the inflorescence present in the family Annonaceae generally are solitary. Yes, are solitary in the form. That we will say there are the three type of the inflorescence are there. That we will simply say racemose is there, cymose is there, and special type of the inflorescence are there. Out of the three, here is the cymose type of the inflorescence, and that cymose, that is the solitary. Solitary, a single flower is occurred there. It may be axillary, it may be of terminal is there. Sometimes they are chloriflorous, means flowers are occur on the stem is there. The example of this, like as the polyalthea, we'll say the fragrance, and the annona with the leaves or the flowers may be occur on stem is there. So simply we will say a solitary, axillary or terminal type of inflorescence present in a family Annonaceae. Next one, that is the flower. Flower sometimes means they may be of bracteate, they may be of ebracteate. In some cases, bracteate flowers are there. In some cases, ebracteate. Presence of bracteate. Absence of ebracteate is there. Maybe of ebracteolate is there. Pedicellate, having a small, we will say a long pedicel is there. complete flower, all the floral whorls are present there. Bisexual, male and the female gametophytes are present there, like as the androecium and gynoecium is there. Rarely, in some cases, like as the staphylocarpus, there is the unisexual flower, means male flowers are different, female flowers are different. Such type of the conditions are also present in the family Anonaceae, known as the unisexual flowers are there. The flowers are actinomorphic are there, rarely zygomorphic. So, friend, you know about the actinomorphic and the zygomorphic. Actinomorphic, when we are taking a longitudinal section of the flower, if it become a 2 equal half, we simply say actinomorphic is there. If not, we say a zygomorphic flower is there. Here, both the type of the flowers are present. Some are actinomorphic. In some plant, they may be of zygomorphic is there, and that flower, they are hypogynous. Hypogynous, the ovary is superior. Generally, a trimerous flowers are present in the family Anonaceae. Trimerous means 3 petal or 3 sepals, or it may be of 3 plus 3 conditions, means they may be 6, they may be of 9 is there. Such type of the condition is present. A trimerous, if they are 3, no problem about the whorls are there. If they are 6, they are present in 2 whorls. That is the 3 plus 3 condition is present in some type of the plant of the Anonaceae is there. Then the next one we will say about the calyx and the corolla of the flower. Okay, a calyx and the corolla are the two accessory whorl of the flower. Calyx and outermost whorl. Calyx protective in their function. Calyx generally green in their color. And the calyx is made from sepals. Sepals, the number of the sepals generally are 3. In sometimes they are 6. If 6, they are present in 2 whorls, presents one above the others are there. That is the 2 whorls of the 3 each, that is the 3 plus 3 condition is there, and that sepals, they are polysepalous. Yes, they are polysepalous. Poly, simply we will say free. A polysepalous condition is there, or rarely, basically connate. They are connate at the base. They are somewhat, we will say, united at the base, connate at the base. In some cases of the plant is there, and the type of the estivation may be of generally a valvate type of the estivation. In some cases, they may be of imbricate type of the estivation is there, or we will say a persistent. The calyx are persistent, means after the formations of the fruits, the calyx are present there, attached there, known as the persistent calyx. And simply we will say a type of the estivation may be of valvate, may be of imbricate is there, rarely imbricate is there, but generally valvate. Valvate, we will say simply that is the sepals, they are just touch to each others are there, known as the valvate type of the estivation. In some cases, imbricate means out of the 5 petals, one is completely inner, one is completely outer, and the 3 remains, they are overlap to each other. Such a type of the estivation is known as the imbricate type of the estivation, and that rarely present in few plants of this family Anonaceae. Friend, next to the calyx, there is an important whorl of the flower known as the corolla. Corolla made from petals. Petals are colorful organ of the, we will say, flower is there, and that play an important role to attract the insect for pollination. That is the petals. That is the, from the petals, corolla is made there. And in case of this family Anonaceae, generally the number of the petals, they are 6 in their number. They are arranged in 2 whorls, and that 2 whorls means 3 in each whorls. Sometimes only 3 petals are present there, but the petals are polypetalous conditions is there. They are free petals are there. They may be of valvate, they may be of slightly imbricate. They are sepaloid in some cases. Sepaloid look like as the sepals. Sepaloids green in their color, means they are look like at the sepal. Simply we will say a cephaloid is there. So such a type of the petals may be present there. They are look like as the sepals is there. Then the next we will see here, that is the we will say necessary organ of the flower, and that necessary organ, there are the gametophyte. They are androecium and the gynoecium is there. Androecium made from the stamens. Okay, the stamens, that is the filament, and the anther is there. In between the anther and the filament, a connective is there, and that also play an important role in classification of the plant, in identification of the plant, in nomenclature of the plant is there. Here, the androecium, the stamens are numerous. They are polyandrous. They are spirally arranged on a large convex receptacle is there. Yes, means there is the formation of a convex receptacle in which we will say a spirally arranged the stamens are there, and that filament generally are short, filaments generally thick, they are connective, continuous behind the other, and produces a dilated head is there. So such a type of the adonate and the extrude type of the stamens are formed in the family Anonaceae are there. That all these are the points simply about the androecium, simply about the male gametophyte, and the next to that, the next, that is the gynoecium, that is the female gametophyte, that is made from carpels in which ovules are present there. So the gynoecium, the carpels are numerous. Carpels are spirally arranged. Carpels, they are arranged on a receptacle, raised receptacles, like as the polyalthea, like as the atrabatris is there, and that 1 to 3 carpels in, we will say, cytocalyx is there. Generally, we will here one of the things that the carpels, they are apocarpus in their conditions. They are superior, the ovary is superior is there. The unilocular, one to many ovules in each locule, or sometimes the placentation is parietal, sometimes the placentation is basal is there, and the style is short, sometimes style is also absent there to the gynoecium. The stigma is sessile, simple, or trilobed is the characteristic of the gynoecium. And the fruit, an important type of the fruit is there. The fruit is the etiario of berries, and the seeds, they are large seeds, they are endospermic type of the fruit which will be present here. Though the fruit, that is the fleshy type of the fruit, the fruit that is the etiario of berries type of the fruit is present here in the family, we will say the Anonaceae is there. Then the next friend, here we will simply say the floral diagram and floral formula of this family. One example is considered here, like as the Ardabatris is there, Odorantimus. Okay, this one is the plants in which a type of the floral diagram which will be seen here, that is the stamens are numerous, we will say the carpels, they are apocarpus condition is here, and the calyx and the corolla, they are, we will say, a bracteate flower is there, actinomorphic flower is there, bisexual flower is there, a perianth, we will say, is present here in some cases, or in some cases there is a presence of sepals and the petals are there. If the sepals and the petals, generally sepals are 3 in their number, and we will say the petals, they are 6 in their number, present or formed in a 2 whorl, that is the 3+3 condition is there. Number of stamens, they are many, they are numerous. Gynoecium are also numerous is there, and there is the apocarpus condition is there. The ovary is superior here. This one is the simple, we will say, a floral diagram and floral formula of the family, we will say Anonaceae. Then here we will consider the distinguishing characteristic of this family. The distinguishing character, leaves are simple, exstipulate, gland dotted. Flower, hypogynous, trimerous, spirocyclic. The sepals, 3 to 6 in their number. They are persistent with valvate estivation is there. The petals are 6, present in 2 whorls, look like as sepals, known as sepaloid, and the estivation is valvate there. The stamens, many, spirally arranged and with enlarged connective is there. And the carpels are also many, apocarpus condition, spirally arranged, or connate thalamus is present there at the base of flower, and the fruit, that is the etiario of berries type of the fruit is here. Then we will say the next one point, last one point of our family, That is the what is the economic importance of this family Anonaceae? There are number of the plants are there. Out of them, here we will consider a few plant. One of the important plant, the botanical name, that is the Annona squamosa. Generally, we will know sitafal. In Marathi, we will say sitafal is there, and it is cultivated in Assam, West Bengal, Maharashtra, etc. for its edible fruit. In figure, we have seen that is the a green color fruit is there because of why the apocarpus conditions, the fruitlets are formed there, and that fruit is the edible fruit. Its leaves and seeds have an insecticidal property of this plant sitafal. The leaves as well as the seeds are having the insecticidal properties. Roots are also used as a purgatives are there. Like as the Annona squamosa, there is the Annona reticulata. In Marathi, we will say the ramphal. Annona muricata, we will say the money phal is there. And then the Annona cherimola, Hanuman phal is there. These are, we will say, a different, a species are different there. And that all are the edible fruits. All are used as the edible fruits are there. Then the next one, that is the we will say Atrabotis odorantissimus. Okay, so that is the Hirva Chafa. We all know about this plant. Why? Because yield and we'll say the ethereal oil and also cultivated for its scented flowers. Yes, from the flower we will obtain one of the important oil from this Atrabotis odorantissimus. Okay, so that is the Hirva Chafa. That is the scented flower which is obtained from this one of the plant Atrabotis is there. Next one plant, that is the Polyalthea longifolia. Yes, we all know about this plant. Generally, they are the ornamental plants. The ornamental plants grow for their, we will say, a beautiful drooping green branches and on the roadside and in garden also. Generally, toward the roadside, the Ashoka plants are planted there as the ornamental plant for their beautiful drooping green color branches are there. This Polyalthea longifolia, the wood is used for making pencils, boxes, matchbox industry. Such the wood of these plants are generally used there. So that is the Polyalthea longifolia. Then the next one, like as the Asimina triloba, that is the edible fruit is obtained from this plant. Or we will say another one, Xylopia astiopica, that is the Negro pepper and is used as substitute to the Indian black pepper. So in Marathi we will say the miri. Such a type of the miri like we will say seeds obtained from the Xylopia, we will say Ethiopica is there. Xylopia parviflora, and that parviflora plants, generally the wood is used for making plywoods are there. So friend, here we are considering the various example of this family Anonaceae. All these are the economic importance of the plant of the family Anonaceae is there. The few of them, like as the Cananga odorata is there, then the Myogyne panosa are there. The Cananga odorata, that is the beautiful sweet smelling flowers are there, and the oil is obtained from this plant, generally used in perfume industry, whereas the Myogyne panisaw that are yield a strong fiber which is used for paper making industries are there. So friend, from this, generally the short note questions are asking like this examination point of view. There are few short questions, but it will be a 1 mark for each, like as the order of family Anonaceae, or the example of family Anonaceae, or the name of the fruit in the family Anonaceae, a type of the fruit we will say here, a floral formula or floral diagram, or a few distinguishing character from the family Anonaceae. And at the same time, a long question are also asking from this family Anonaceae, like as the describe the saline feature of the family Anonaceae, or the economic importance of the family Anonaceae, or the stamen, carpel and fruit of the family Anonaceae, or the floral formula, floral diagram, saline feature of the family Anonaceae. Such type of the questions are asking as a long answer questions. So friend, in this way, in this lecture or this topic, we have considered the different points of the family Anonaceae, like as the systematic position, then the general character, distinguishing character, floral formula and floral diagram of the family Anonaceae, common example as well as economic important of the family Anonaceae are there. So in this way we have completed here the first one family with reference to our syllabus, that is the family Anonaceae. And yes, here we have today we will stop here from the family Anonaceae. Thank you.